Hey guys, welcome back. I know it has been not really that long of a second, but it has been a second since I put up a video. But nonetheless, welcome on back in. I am Faith, of course, if you don't already know who I am. Yes, you are hearing my voice, but you are not seeing my beautiful face, but you will see it later at some point. But anyway, so yes, this is my channel, The Divine Faith. My channel is definitely more free flowing when it pertains to spiritually speaking. Before, whenever I started doing this, it was more so like bam, bam, bam. We're going to do, energy updates for each sign every month, etc., etc. But the thing is, whenever you grow, whenever you expand, pretty much whenever you start, or whenever I started learning more just about me, about life, that also changes the flow of my energy in terms of I'm just chilling these days, to be honest with you. I am just chilling. I am not in a rat race. I have nothing to prove to you guys. I never did, but and also I have been one to get readings before from people, and I gotta say, I know I do what I do, but to just, in all honesty, just based off readings I've got from other people, it's not just the same person. I am great at what I do, and that is just a fact. Okay. You don't have to accept that. It doesn't matter, but just based off what I've gotten, I'm just great at what I do, period. Okay. So I'm like, you know what? I am in low stress, low gear type of energy when it pertains to my channel. So what you get is what the hell you're going to get, because I know I'm good at what I'm doing. Okay. So, we are here. I'm recording this morning, but we are here today because we're just going to do a little therapy, maybe tarot therapy, if we want to call it that, where we are just picking up the energy in terms of what's just happening energetically speaking inside of you, things that may not necessarily make any sense. So yeah, of course, Patreon and Vault subscribers, I will do something for you guys. Out, of course, the next 7 days energies, but I will do something. And I will figure out what that is, because at this particular point, I do not know. So I just need to let it come to me. Okay. But nonetheless, so I'm going to be reading from two separate sets of, oracle cards. Okay. So again, I know you can't see the box, but the oracle decks are the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, which is probably one of the very first oracle decks that I actually bought. And then the other one is going to be the Shaman's Dream Oracle, which I really like that one. I don't have a reason why, but I just like it. Maybe it could just be the imagery. It could just be the different, types of cards. It could be, it's a multitude of things. Okay. So starting with the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, we're just going to look and see, just energetically speaking, where we're at collectively speaking. Okay. I don't really like, I don't mind it, but I'm not a super, super big fan of whenever cards pop out. I like to shuffle all the way through. Because to me, it's like that energy of, you know, let the cards to me finish gathering their thought. It's almost like whenever you're talking to somebody and you just need to allow them to get it out before you come in and give your 2 cents. That's kind of like why I like to shuffle it all the way out, because I'm letting the cards get it out, get everything in alignment, and then I'll come in and give my 2 cents. But that's just the way I do it. So, if you see me shuffling and I put cards back, it really is not that big of a deal, because I need to let them talk first, and then I'll go into my spiel. Okay. So now that we have finished shuffling the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck. So, pardon me, the bottom of the stack, we do have the Hermit card, which in this instance is, the Seeker. So this gives me that energy of, if ye seeks, ye will find. Not Kanye, not him. Okay, do not summon him over here. But it gives that energy where at the bottom of the pile right now, collectively, a lot of people are just looking for fulfillment. And fulfillment can come in many different ways. It depends on the purpose, on the person. So there, like energetically speaking, there is this vibe of, kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I need to find fulfillment. And it may not even really be fulfillment. I mean, it could be, but it also could be validation. But the thing is, the hermit doesn't need validation from any type of like mortals or anybody earthly speaking. The hermit gets his validation from his angels, from his ancestors, from God, from universe, however you want to identify that, or self. It just could be from the inside, because the hermit likes to meditate. He has mastered meditation over many different lifetimes. And if you guys don't know, I am a past life connoisseur. I really love past life because it just allows me to step into another world that is just like, I don't know, it's so exciting to be in there. So, I pick up on a lot of things, and every reading I do for past life is always so different. Okay. But when it pertains to Hermit, he totally gives me that past life time period of like colonial times. If we were just to pick a time period like now that we can go back to, just like in documented history, it gives me colonial times. But I know he can go back far, that maybe even like 900 BCE. I'm pretty sure that's documented as well. But nonetheless, okay, he gives me that guide as well, even if we maybe even like disciple type of way. But I would say just right now, you may really just be seeking someone that can really guide you in the way that the hermit has guided others. Okay. And some of you may be trying to do this by feeling like that the missing piece is maybe to go back to school, or to, quit your job and go to a different job. Because like I said, at this particular point, you're just trying to figure out what's going to possibly make you feel safe within you, and some of you may be feeling a little bit like more alone than you have before, because you feel isolated. Even if you try to be a part of a group, you feel like that people in the group don't necessarily understand. Okay. Some of you could be still trying to pick up the pieces when it pertains to a divorce. And this could have been a divorce that could have happened in like 2017 or 2012. Some of you could be 2019, or it could be 9 months ago. Nonetheless, everybody at this particular point are seeking answers, because it's simply just the fear of trying to find the answer within that is becoming more difficult for maybe a lot of you guys to do. And I get it, it's hard, especially when you feel like that, no matter what I say, they're just not going to get me. And that could be where some of you guys are at right now, even if it's pertaining to a relationship. You just feel that this person, they just don't necessarily get you. They don't get your psyche, or they don't get, who knows, your consciousness. They don't necessarily get your world, how you grew up, what your world contains. Okay. And because of this, it maybe is making you feel a little bit like, you know what, I give up. I give up. I just don't want to do it anymore, because what are you not getting? But again, the thing is with the hermit, the reason why he's reincarnated so many times is maybe he's had the same thought pattern as well. Kind of just like, what are they not getting? Why are they not getting me? But maybe it boils down to, do I really get myself? Kind of like the same thing I'm wanting them to give to me. Am I giving that to me? So some of you could kind of be in that little bit of a crossroads right now when it just pertains to self, who you are, who you want to be, who you think you are, who the people that you're dealing with are. Okay. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion surrounding, just people, period. Okay. Some of you, this confusion is actually your parents. Your parents may have sent you a very confusing message, or you could have got a confusing message from your boss. But also, I do get this energy as well where trust has been broken. And some of you, the trust may have been broken with somebody from, your past. And now you could find yourself feeling very triggered by things that you didn't even know you were going to be triggered by. Okay. So as we turn over the stack of cards, we have the sacral chakra, we have take the lead, and we have the heart chakra. See, now we're going into a energy of, somebody that wants to change, they just don't know how to. This could be you, it could be somebody that you're dealing with, okay? Because with the sacral chakra, to me, that gives me, again, the foundation, the root of someone. But this could also just go back to simply the foundation of where they came from, who they were raised to be. It's like, I want to break away from these bad habits that were instilled upon me, but I don't know how. And with the heart chakra being there, that solidifies to me where it's like you have someone that they're just making bad and not super bad decisions that are just like unforgivable, making little mistakes, but they're not coming from a place where it's ill intent. And that could be where some of you guys may be at a crossroads as well when it pertains to a particular relationship that you are confused about. You have the good intentions. You are coming from your heart space, possibly dealing with this person, but they just don't necessarily understand. Now, someone could be moving a little bit funny. Somebody's heart space may be filled with multiple people, and you may not understand how could someone do that. Well, I don't know. You have to ask them. A lot of this confusion can definitely be resolved with just getting clarity from the other person. But I get it. You may stop yourself from getting clarity because you may feel like, okay, they're going to hit me with some BS I'm not necessarily trying to hear. I also would say with this take the lead, that also gives me, if we're just moving away from love, this is that energy of like literally need to step up, but not step up in a very masculine, in your face way. It's like ease into it. And some of you, that's happening right now. I feel that, the garbage man, that was really loud. I feel that you are being led, you are being eased into some sort of leadership position, or it's almost like you are being trained, maybe subconsciously, or being trained, and you just have no idea, by somebody around you, where they see your heart. They see that, oh my God, you would be a good person for this particular type of thing because you can deal with people. You can understand people. But some of you, you're so in your head that you're not even considering the possibilities that they may be considering you over somebody else. See, some of you right now also may kind of be in that particular stuck state where you're kind of just like, yeah, they're not considering me for this particular thing, or they're not considering my art, or they're not considering, my talent, because there's just too many people. There's so many people in this particular type of zone, this particular type of area. So there is that energy of you're making yourself feel inadequate because you feel like you're not good enough, but that is not the case. Now, those of you that are single, I do feel like that you are getting into that space where you are truly ready to be genuine about opening up your heart again. Before, I feel like you said you were ready, but you really were shut down because you couldn't wrap your mind around how things could end the way it did, or why things went the way it did. So I do feel for those of you that are single, like you're wrapping up some sort of a cycle. You are releasing some sort of chain that's been around your heart or around your energy to let somebody in. Now, this may already be somebody that you know because of the heart chakra being here and because of the hermit at the end of the stack of cards. This could be somebody who you've already been involved with, but maybe all those years you weren't truly ready like you thought because of the fear of being hurt, or you're just hanging on to things from the past. So there is definitely going to be some very fast movement that is going to be happening, I would say, in your life, in your energy. And this could start as early as 3 to 6 days from now. There is some sort of travel coming up as well. I don't necessarily think it's unexpected. This is travel that's already been on the cards. Now, it may be unexpected for you because you don't know about it right now, but the other person or the other people that are having to put this travel together, it's already been in the works for them. So I guess you're just the only one out of the loop, but this is pretty positive energy coming through. The World came through, the Six of Swords came through, the Eight of Wands came through. Some of you will be moving to another country, okay? Because there's like this faraway place that you're about to venture to. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Cups. So if you are dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, a Libra, a Taurus, or a Capricorn, if they have these placements in their sun, moon, rising, there is a cycle completing in you guys' story. But with the Seven of Pentacles coming through next to the Ace of Swords, the truth is you still kind of want to wait to see what happens, or if you choose, you can kind of wait to see what happens, to see if you guys drift together or if you guys drift apart. Okay, but there is energy coming from the cards, where it's kind of just like, you know what? Just a second. Just wait. I mean, not necessarily wait like you're waiting for the bus to come at the bus stop, but you're waiting, but you're not waiting, if that makes sense. And that could be the approach that you need to take when it pertains to this particular situation. Okay. Change is coming, but you have to be open to the change. And being open to the change, I feel like also means allowing your heart to be open to the change, because some of you guys, you're so riddled with disappointment that it's almost just like you have this defense mechanism so that you don't get disappointed. But guess what? You're probably going to get disappointed again. I'm telling you right now, you're probably going to get disappointed again. So it's no use sitting up here and just, being cold or being frozen about it, or just having this very mundane, negative thought pattern about, okay, what if they disappoint me? Okay, what if they do? Are you going to die? No, you're not. Disappointment is a part of the game, no matter what it is. And a lot of you right now, you're just battling through fear. Whatever you're afraid of, I feel like that's what's holding you back. And I feel that's why the Three of Wands came up, where it's just like, look, and some of you, you've already did as much work as you possibly can on yourself, on whatever it is. How much more work do you want to do at this point before you start putting action? Okay. The rest of we have, some of you guys are about to win the lottery, or somebody, I'm going to say some of you guys, somebody's about to win the lottery with no doubt in my spirit. Heavy Taurus or Capricorn placements that's coming through. Heavy Taurus, Capricorn, or Libra is actually coming through. With the Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune, there is definitely an exciting opportunity that is already there. It's like on the other side, they're trying to get the paperwork together for you to sign it. Okay. Some of you are actually going to have a baby by cesarean or C-section, from what I'm seeing here, especially if you've been getting visited in your dreams by babies and stuff like that. And some of you, the baby could simply just be the new beginning, but with no doubt in my mind. And also the Wheel of Fortune is tied to the Nine of Pentacles. Something is about to change overnight. And you guys, if you guys have been listening to me long enough, I don't give the fluff. I don't give false hope. I'm sorry. I just do not do it, because that is just not me. But I will definitely talk you through it, and we will figure out what you can do. So if I'm telling you that something is about to change very fast overnight, you probably should take heed to that, because I don't say it often and I don't shoot the shit. I just don't do it. Okay. But this is really good, especially in the realm of work. Some of you, it may be in the, some of you, it could be in the realm of love. Okay. Oh my God. Yes. Some of you, something is definitely about to move forward when it pertains to a love or relationship, if you just be patient. Maybe this is somebody from a distance. You may not know this person for some of you, especially because the Three of Wands, if you're like fire placements, or this person may have like a fire sign sun or fire placements. I don't really think you know this person, because it does seem like there is like some sort of distance that needs to be closed in order for this to work. But this is really good. So, and I feel the beauty of the Three of Wands is letting go of what you think is supposed to happen. That's why I was saying before, let's just see where this is going to go. Okay. So leaving that door open to curiosity, like, you know what? Whenever you're a kid, you're just like, I'm going to ride my bike down this hill and let's see if I break my leg or not. We're just going to take a chance. So it's kind of like one of those things where you have to go back to that aura of whenever you're just a curious child, or it could be like a pet. Pets are curious when they're just like, I wonder what this does. And then boom, so I would say you need to allow in that curiosity. So yes, right now you're isolating yourself. Things probably feel a little bit heavy because you really just don't know what the hell you're doing. And that's okay. Sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. Okay. Sometimes. But some of you are afraid, you're shying away from leadership whenever people are asking you to step up. They're just like, okay, can you do this for me? Can you lead this? And you're just like, no, I don't want to. What are you doing? Like, I know it's probably uncomfortable, but the more you open up that doorway of, okay, you know what? Let's just see what happens. If I tank, I tanked. Okay. Some of you have to be afraid, or I would say a lot of you have to be afraid to fail. Okay. It's not the end of the world. If you fail, guess what? You get another chance. Even if you don't get another chance, you get another chance somewhere else. So failing is not, I guess maybe that's just me. It's not hard to fail because you're going to fail anyway. You fail a test, okay, I got to take the test again. Okay. Some of you may have failed your driver's test. I failed my driver's test, I think the first time. Well, no big deal. I'm like, all right, we're going to take it again. Second time I passed. You don't hang on to the failures. You let go of the failures. Okay. I'm not even going to use this other set of cards because I don't think I need to, but I guess I'll just get one from the shaman set just to see. Yeah. Me talks. It's time for you. A time for you. A time for you to stop worrying about, what's going to happen if I decide to just make it about me and nobody else. So if you are doing that right now, where you are trying to make life more satisfying for you, I feel like you're doing good and you're actually repairing some wounds that you've kind of like ignored. Okay. If you're still struggling to like do things on your own or implement just things that you want to do that's going to make you happy, you have to get out of that or you're going to be stuck in this hermit and you're going to be alone. I'm not even going to lie to you. You're going to be alone. Okay. But the biggest thing is, with these shaman cards coming out, we have the Metox, we have the Galactic Mushroom, we have the Mini Mask, and we have repairing the veil or forgiveness. So in this particular set, some of you guys actually, there's like something you messed up whenever you were a child, and it's like it's still following you, and it could have been a bad mess up. Like who knows, you could have messed up something that that you need now. And you are kind of like holding yourself hostage to that mistake. Let it go. Okay. With this mini mask, authentic self, this to me feels like giving ourselves the permission to start over. Like, okay, that's not who I was. That was who I was in the past, but that's not who I am now. And some of you also need to give that grace to I'm not going to say you need to. You should consider giving that grace to someone who is trying to show you that they have changed or are trying to change, but you're holding on to who they were in the past. And that does nothing because at some point you wanted somebody to not hold on to what you did in the past. So some of you, you're not giving that same leeway that other people have given you. And that's not fair. Okay. So, and at the bottom of this set of cards, guess what the card is? Curiosity. So, stranger. And on this card, there's a genie. So some of you, you may look at it that way. You could look at it in a way of, okay, genie, this is what I want. And just open the door of curiosity. Like, okay, you know what? It can happen. Okay. But anyway, yeah, some of you guys, okay, and sorry, another one. We have, some of you are definitely about to fall in love with a stranger. And it's going to seem I'm not going to say hate, but it's going to be a very unorthodox relationship. But I don't think it's bad. To me, I'm smiling because I feel like it's kind of cute. Okay. But yeah, and it's a great possibility that you and this person can get into a relationship. Why? Because you have some sort of karmic connection to one another, but they seem new. Okay. Some of you are still waiting on some type of ex from your past to reach out, but this person is more consumed with like being successful. And I just feel like it just wouldn't be beneficial for you to keep worrying about that. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, guys, this has been the reading. Okay. I hope it helped you, and I will see you later.